So, in the workshop this evening, it is the 13th of January 2018. One of my thoughts for 2018 was to try and do some videos, make some videos of what I do out here, messing around, various other hobbies that I do. And this is the very first one. So, one of the things we're trying to do is have a bit of a tidy up on the bench, make some space to get on with some stuff. So, what have we got? Well, the last few days or so, or last week actually now, we have this thing, test float. You can see it there. It's an SAS Cobra slope soarer. Put a motor in the front of it. This is a Turnigy D28 36 950 kV. I think it's an 8x6 prop, 30 amp speed controller, 1300 3S LiPo. There is a video for this test flight, should be a link somewhere around for it. It goes alright, wasn't quite as sparkling as what I thought it would be, so I'm going to experiment with different props, maybe more power, different motor. I think Nick Robus, who produces the SAS kits, was interested to see how it goes. It flies fine as a sport model. It's an experimentation. If you want to power it, this setup works. Want to know more about it, let me know. I'll answer any questions I can. We also have something that's been sat here for a hell of a long time. This little dinky thing. It's the Watt 4 Micro from Ripmax. You can see it there. Tiny little version of the Watt 4. I've had it for a long time. I think I actually ordered it before it was released. I haven't got around to finishing it. I've got the 2 servos in, and that's about it. Haven't even got the servos in the wing yet, so really that should take a couple of hours and it'll be flying. Got all the gear to go in, receiver, tiny little 2S 800 pack. You can see it there from the light. Where is it? Something like that. Little AR 6115 receiver. So I'm just going to put the little servos into the wings. These actually come with the kit but not fitted, which was a bit of a surprise when I got it. I thought it was going to be a case of stick receiver in it and fly, but a little bit more work than that, but nothing that most people couldn't deal with. Got a couple of other models around. I'm not sure what you can see in the background here. We've got a Yak there, which I picked up off a clubmate a little while ago now. Again, bargain price, picked it up. 30cc, add receiver, go fly it. Haven't added receiver yet, haven't flown it yet. So that's something I want to do. Be a good, fun hack model. And also we've got this beastie here, which I don't know if you'll be able to see it that well. It's currently upside down just now on the workbench. 3rd scale Youngmeister. It's been around a good few years, but it's coming to the end of a good refurb. Mainly done by my dad. I give him the credit for it because he's done most of the work on it. Sonoa 62 in the front. It's been through a hedge, I believe, before I got it. Quite extensive rebuild, refurb, but it's nearly ready to go. Another model that's here, which some of you might have seen me talking about online on different Facebook groups. Picked this up off a good friend of mine. I believe it's a Flyingwings Venturi, one of the early ones. This is how I got it. I've got another wingtip for it somewhere. I've stripped some of the covering off just to see what it was all like, see what condition it's in. And it looks alright, but one of the big problems I've found so far is, clearing the bench to get some stuff in, with some LiPos in it, which have disappeared. Where have they gone? 4S 3700 LiPos, 2 of them in there, to give us 74 whatever it is milliamp hour capacity, and without the motor fitted, the CG is like back here somewhere, when it should be about there. Can we see that? It's back here, and it should be about there. So I've spoken to another friend of mine. He plays a lot with EPP. He makes the SAS kits. His name's Nick Robus. He's actually sending me, which I bought from him, a fuselage for one of his Wild Thing slope soarers, Wild Thing 60. So the plan is to graft that onto the bottom here to extend it out, so I can put more weight at the front, or even if it's just the FPV gear, have that at the front to help me get the balance. If that doesn't work, I don't really want to add lead for the sake of adding lead, but if that doesn't work, I might just add this to the didn't work pile and move on. It's they fly really well apparently. I've not really flown a Venturi before. I've got the Flyingwings Slipstream set up here as a slope soarer. Get that down without breaking anything. So that's the Slipstream. That's a pure slope soarer just now. Cracking aeroplane. Really is really good. One of the best slope wings I've flown. It will fly in probably 5 mile on the right slope, 5 mile an hour wind and up. Last time I flew it was on the Great Orme in Wales, North Wales, and it was a struggle to get it out into the lift. But once it was out there, I was probably, I'd be guessing 25 mile an hour plus winds. It was handling it, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Did get blown around a little bit on landing, but that's to be expected. It's a light model, but nice thin section. I don't know what the section is, but it flies really, really well. This will outfly quite a lot of models. I did a comparison with a Zaggy on our local slope, and where the Zaggy was struggling in the lift, this just flew about. Yeah, I flew it close in, close to slope, there's going to be most lift, but it coped with it, you know, it flew. Scratching about a little bit, but it to my mind, outflew a Zaggy. So for the money, Flyingwings, great piece of kit if you want to get into slope soaring. So Flyingwings make the Venturi as well. I've been speaking to Rob at Flyingwings to try and get this model up and going, and we'll see where we go with it. What else have we got? We've got various other models around. There's one down there which is nearly completed. Some of you might recognise that, but it's probably not what you think it is. I've got down here, we've got an Acrowatt kit, a kit built Acrowatt, which I don't know where it came from, but my dad gave it to me from a boy Ewan. That needs fitted out with some radio. Got a new ASP 52 two-stroke to go in it, so that will help him develop his flying. Various other projects going on, again, not really directly to aeroplanes, but this thing, I was getting fed up with all my balsa strip wood just sitting around in boxes everywhere where I couldn't see what it was. So I drew this up in CAD, got it all laser cut for me. I need to get loads more of these tubes from our local hardware shed, fit them all out, and then I can have this rack anywhere I want, whether it be on the floor, up on a wall, in the ceiling, or whatever. I can see what stock balsa and strip wood I've got whenever I want to. At the minute, all the tubes are still loose. I've also done the drawings for like a half-size one, so I can get one that's only that big for cut lengths, and really anything smaller than that will probably be going in the scrap box for scrap pieces. So I have 2 different lengths of stock material. I can see what I've got. I've got a similar idea under the bench behind me over there, for all the sheet balsa and things like that. Made out of, I think it's ducting plastic actually. It's 100mm by 40mm, I guess. rectangular tubing, stacked up, glued together, and all the bolts wood slots into that. It sits underneath the bench nicely, keeps all the bolts wood straight and flat. And you can see what I've got in there, or I can see what I've got in there when I need to go and grab a piece of wood. But there's wood everywhere. In here there's wood down here. You can probably see it, there's wood all stacked up there. There's more right at the back, there's more down underneath this bench. I just need to get my finger out and start cutting something up, gluing it together and making it fly. So, but yeah, that's where I am just now. A bit of an introductory video. It's me playing around, trying things out, making videos. Any questions you want to ask about anything that's in here that I've said, mentioned, spoken about, linked to or not linked to, send me a message, comment somewhere down the bottom. There's a subscribe button that should probably appear this side at some point with my face on it. Click that and you'll find out when I put a new video up. Catch you all later.